If you are from Vermont or you have visited Vermont frequently, then you are fairly familiar with this new paper. 7 days. It's free. It offers all kinds of cool information about events, of course, ads, and one in particular caught my eye. Today, we're going to talk about this one. And it basically says that Vermonters pay the highest healthcare premium. So, my question was, is it really true? Do Vermonters pay the highest healthcare premiums? And so I set out to find out that information. And if you are just as curious as I am, then I invite you to stick around. So, welcome to another episode of Elephant Corner Financial Lab. My name is Nev Kraguljevic. I am a financial planner and I am thrilled to be here. And it really was. I was just reading the paper, looking at things to do on a Friday night and finding out what's happening in the community. And then I come across the ad that I share with you that said, hey, Vermonters pay the most in healthcare premiums, which was very interesting to me because I had found that they had preferential, well, I don't want to say treatment, but cost options for 2025. Of course, a lot of things have changed since 2024 into going into 2025, and a lot of new rules are coming in now in 2025 for 2026 and future years. And one of those things has been healthcare costs and subsidies going away. Now, of course, the government shut down all over it. I'm not gonna get into it. It's not my fight, y'all. It is, but it's not. I'm not gonna be able to change it. So, but I wanted to really dive deep into it and find out, is it really true? So here's what I did, y'all. Okay. Went with some assumptions. Single person, $75,000 income, no dependents. And then I wanted to run it, obviously, for state of Vermont because I'm curious to find out what happens. Then I decided, let me think of more expensive states that everybody talks about. So I picked New York, California, and then I chose basically a zero income state. And I chose the biggest one that there is in our beautiful union, and that is the state of Texas. So now I actually have a question for you. I am curious to see if you want to take a guess of who actually comes in the highest and who comes in the lowest. Put it down in the comments below because I was actually shocked. So here we go. Let's go to the webs and find out what I found out. Here we go, y'all. Here's what I found out. So in the lowest cost actually comes California. Believe it or not, at this case, the lowest cost option for a bronze, we're looking at $366.43 per month. And of course, I put 90210 because why wouldn't I? But of course, it's $75,000 in California. Maybe that's like a super low cost. And so they figured, you need to have some subsidies. All right. So next one comes to be my previous home state of Rhode Island. P.S. By the way, California was also a previous state of $366.68. So not a whole lot of difference between California and Rhode Island, but here we are. In the third place, we have a state of Texas at $411.53 per month. Then, in the fourth place, we are going to New York, y'all, for $507.44 per month. And then here we go. In the absolute bottom place, state of Vermont, I am so sad. I am so heartbroken because look at this amount, y'all. Same income, same everything, $824.14. That is the lowest cost option in state of Vermont. $824 a month, y'all. Now, I know I did a video when we were sort of playing around with how do we get into these subsidies. So now, if you stick around, let's do some math let's do some money alchemy and let's change things around. Let's see what happens if it turns out that you are single, no dependents, and your income is $55,000 a year. So we're going to take a $20,000 reduction and let's see what happens next. So, welcome back. Thank you for your patience of a few seconds, but it did take me a couple of minutes to enter the information on my end. So, let's go in. I would like to ask you, what do you think happens now? When we went from 75,000 to 55,000, who do you think gets the highest versus lowest? I was not surprised on this one. Here we go. Let's take a look. So first one, we have LA. So again, 90210, 55,000, single, no dependents, all of that. It didn't really change much. It's 364. So whether you're 75,000, 55,000, California says, this is the best that we can do for you. Then I went to Rhode Island and same thing, lower cost, basically came in barely reduced at $317.17. Next, we have state of Texas. Texas did go down a little bit. It went from 400 something to $222.14, so it did reduce it a bit. State of New York did actually reduce it some. So it went to $283.44, right? And then here's what happened in the state of Vermont, y'all. The lowest cost option monthly premium dropped down to 33 cents. So, what have we learned? In all reality, yes, Vermont appears to be having the highest premiums for healthcare if you're going to the marketplace, which is unless you have the employer and all of that stuff, that's where you're going. That's where you're getting your healthcare. And this is obviously all of these were the lowest cost. So all of them came as bronze. All of them will qualify for HSA. Hey, I had to put in a plug. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't help myself. But they also have some of the best subsidies if you can lower your income low enough. And this is why in some states, Vermont perhaps being one of them, it does make a lot of sense to work with financial professionals to help you figure out your income, your withholdings, your savings, so that you can lower your AGI for many different things, and healthcare perhaps being one of those. Now, obviously, I can't promise or guarantee anything to anyone, nor can anyone else, but you just saw it. We just ran it. At $75,000, you're looking at $824 per month to pay in healthcare. Lower that by $20,000, whether through retirement savings, HSA, other options that exist out there. And next thing you know is you're not even paying $1 per month. Same you, same healthcare, same coverage, same doctor, same state. Huge difference in price. I'm not quite sure how they figure this out, but I wanted to put it out there with you and say, hey, perhaps wherever it is that you live, California, New York, Texas, Rhode Island, or beautiful Vermont, working with somebody who can help you navigate these things just might be a good idea. Until next time, stay money blessed.